It's pretty well known that the biggest drawback to previous generations of the Skidoo 10.25-inch display is the lack of onboard GPS. And so today, I'm going to fix that problem for you. Now before we jump in too deep, let's look at what the problem is and how Skidoo decided to solve it. Now if you're sitting at home with the 2025 Skidoo with the 10.25, no need to fret. Your sled comes with GPS upgrade already installed, as will future sleds. But anything prior for years 23 and 24, you know the issue. You need to have a cell phone connection, as well as a decent cell tower connection to get the GPS portion of your display to work, as it really runs off your cellular device. So the fix for this issue is pretty simple. Actually, it's incredibly simple and thankfully, also really cheap. The GPS module for embedded maps in Canada is $99, and in the USA it'll run you $79.99. So it's far better value than, say, buying an aftermarket GPS system and mount for the dash of your sled. So what this little module does is allows the 10.25 to access its own mapping and tracking and utilize its own GPS satellite connection without the use of a cell phone and the BRP Go app. Now there are still many features that are not available without the app, such as route planning, turn-by-turn directions, locate your friends, point of interest searches, as well as saving custom locations, and the ride statistics. But the great news is that this very reasonable install will bring your 10.25 display up to date with current 2025 model year sleds and allow you to leave your cell phone behind and ride with GPS mapping confidence. Now as for the install of this little module, it's actually quite easy, but seeing as I don't have a 23 or 24 non-GPS equipped sled kicking around, I'm going to show you on this 25 because it's exactly the same. Now you might be asking, does this work for mountain and trail? And the answer is yes for both. While install will be slightly different, the outcome is the same. On our trail sled, we first start by removing the clutch size panel, glove box cover, air intake grill, as well as the 10.25-inch display. Your 23 or 24 sled will have the GPS wire zip tied in a bundle on the back of the screen. Cut that zip tie and you'll use the cable shortly. Up next, we take off the left-hand panel that sits between the air intake and the side panel, which gives us access to the GPS module support bracket. Now at this point, you've got your module, you're ready to connect it to that wire that you released from the back of your screen, and all you have to do is go ahead and plug it in. That's it. Once it's plugged in, snap the GPS module into the support bracket and ensure that it's secure. After this, it's just placing the side fascia back onto the sled, returning the screen to its home and resecuring, putting the glove box back together, as well as the fascia on top of the steering post, followed by the air intake and the side panel. It's actually very simple to do, but as always, if you're not comfortable with this kind of a task, your local Skidoo dealership or any snowmobile service and repair center will be happy to assist you with this upgrade. Now the final step you need to do is a simple over-the-air update for the 10.25-inch display to ensure that it will function properly, and you're going to need Wi-Fi for this. So for me, this is a must-have upgrade for any of you with a 23 or 24 Skidoo that has the 10.25-inch display, because it's really the only way to open up the embedded maps and GPS capabilities and truly harness all the power that's inside of that 10.25-inch display.